Hi guys, my name is Beth and welcome to Beth Does Beauty. Today I will be showing you how to do the foundation look that I posted on Reddit recently. I made a post on Reddit that was recommended to me by another user in the Lupus post. I had commented about how my facial redness is something that got me into wearing makeup. So I posted a half and half photo, which I'll hopefully get up on screen now. And basically I posted it to our makeup addiction and the response was phenomenal. There are like 103 comments on it and 1.7k likes of people commenting on how much they liked my makeup and they wanted to see more of how to cover it on YouTube. Here I am today creating a video to show you guys that saw my post on Reddit and supported me. Thank you so much. I am here to show you how I do my makeup routine. My skin is incredibly sensitive, as you can see from the butterfly rash here and all the acne. It's mixed in with a lot of white heads, black heads, cystic spots are around here, around my lip line as well. You can probably see that I'm having a bit of an outbreak. A lot of that happened to me when I was diagnosed with lupus and put on many lupus medications. Lupus is an autoimmune disease that I have that is incurable. It's the disease that Selena Gomez has, but we'll leave it at that for now. So what I intend to do today is show you step by step how I cover my facial redness, how I make chronic illness feel a bit more beautiful and glam. I will put a link down below to the Reddit post that I made, and you guys can follow me on social media that I'll also be listed down below. These products that I'm about to show you are my absolute favorites. They are my go-to products. They are so good on my skin. My favorite primer is the Ordinary high spreadability fluid primer. It comes in a little dropper bottle to calm like the heat that comes off my cheeks because of the butterfly rash. I know a lot of people with lupus experience that. What I have done in the past is put this in the fridge. If anything, I think it makes it a coolant on my skin and means that my foundation stays on better. So I definitely recommend this by The Ordinary. Next up is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid SPF 50. My shade is NW13 because I am pale, I am English, I never see the sun. This is probably my favorite foundation. It stays on my butterfly rash. I have had no problems with it and I love the stuff, and it's affordable. Tarte Shape Tape in Fair. This will be more on my eyes, which I'm not going to get too much into. I'm just going to whiz through that. The Beauty Bay Identity Palette for a quick, simple eye look. For my eyebrows, I will be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. Roller Lash by Benefit Cosmetics. False lashes from Unicorn Cosmetics in Robot Light, and they are so fluffy and the packaging is super cute. Just again to tie the look together, they are my favorite lashes. Fenty Beauty highlighter in Fire Crystal. Very beautiful highlighter, I loves it. I will also be using the BH Cosmetics contour palette in various shades to contour my face. To top it all off, on my lips I will be using the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Colour in Amour. I love this shade, it's beautiful, this goes on very creamy, it smells amazing, and I have the whole collection of these because they are just great. Even the metallic ones, could not recommend enough. Please excuse me while I do my eyebrows and my eye makeup, and I will get on to the reason you are here in just a second.
In that spotlight, looking at you all night, put you in that spotlight. Oh, you make me feel right, wanna look at you all night, put you in that spotlight. Oh, you know you're beautiful.
So as you can see here, I am using my favorite primer, which is The Ordinary's High Spreadability Fluid Primer. It only cost £5 on Beauty Bay, so I haven't really broken the bank with how much I put on my face. This stuff feels incredibly lightweight on the skin, and as I said before, as a sneaky little tip earlier in the video, if you suffer with facial redness like I do that makes your skin feel quite hot, then keep it in the fridge. I layer this on quite thick to try and compensate for having textured skin, and I even managed to get some on my shirt because of course I do. I'm quite delicate with rubbing my skin because it's sensitive, but as you can tell, this primer is high spreadability and silky, so it doesn't really take too much to spread it around. Here I'm using a fluffy buffer brush with a rounded top from the Unicorn Lashes Halloween collection. I'm also using the MAC Cosmetics Studio Fix Fluid with SPF 15 in shade NW13 because I am super pale. This foundation is high coverage and I've been using it since I was diagnosed with lupus about 6 years ago, so I've had my trials with it. Most people blend and apply foundation inwards to outwards, but I work opposite to that. I work from the outside inwards to push the foundation towards the center of my face to kind of target the redness and texture on my skin. As you can see, I start with my jawline and neck and buff it along my jaw and into my cheeks. It's important to build up this foundation slowly and in thin layers. If you apply it on too thick at first and then apply another layer, it does look cakey, so be careful. So for those of you who wanted to know how I got such full coverage looking foundation without looking cakey, the secret is layers. My next step is to dab foundation onto my nose because with butterfly rash I've noticed my skin struggles to retain most, if not all, makeup. I dab the brush to apply product and then I buff it out down my laugh lines, over my nose and my upper lip, and then around my jaw and cheek area again. I then tackle my forehead with what's left on the back of my hand from my nose because my forehead doesn't really need too much product. I think that's the only part of nice skin that I have. Next I tackle the cheeks. I apply a generous amount to the back of my hand and dab the brush in. I then dab product in dots over my cheeks and gently start to buff in the foundation upwards and in circular motions mixed with dabbing motions. Use the same technique on both cheeks and wait for the foundation to dry and then apply another layer until you have the coverage you desire.
You know you're beautiful, you know you're beautiful, and it's like you're untouchable, like you're untouchable. Don't you know you're beautiful, you know you're beautiful. I'll sing until my lungs give out your beauty.
I then go over with a slightly damp blender with a little bit of foundation just to cover any breakthrough redness I see and make a little bit of the coverage look less brushed on and more natural. I use blending eggs from Beauty Bakery purely because I got 6 from Beauty Bakery in a multi-pack for the same price as one beauty blender and they practically work the same. Be patient with what you do, please don't rush yourself. It's taken me years to perfect this. Like I said, I've used this foundation since I was diagnosed with lupus about 6 years ago. And it's okay not to be perfect, we're all learning something. So this one is super simple for my contour. I roll my brush handle under my hard to locate cheekbones as a guide and I contour my cheeks and make myself appear to have a jawline. That is as simple as it gets for my contour.
until my lungs give.
Because I like looking like a glazed donut, I give a little bit of a pop to my MAC foundation by adding highlight to the tip of my nose, middle of my forehead, under the arch of my eyebrows, and a little on my upper lip, my chin. And then I highlight above that contour where I pretend to have cheekbones. I love a good red lip. Wearing a bold lip colour takes away the attention from my rashy skin. So here I'm wearing Revlon's Ultra HD matte lip colour in the shade Amour. But my other bold favourites and recommendations, to name a few, would be the MAC Cosmetics Heroine, which is a beautiful purple colour, or Fenty Beauty lipstick in the shade Candy Venom, which is a truly striking pink.
I wanna put you in that spotlight, looking at you all night. Put you in that spotlight. Oh, you make me feel right. Wanna look at you all night. Put you in that spotlight. Oh, you know you're beautiful.
Thank you so much for watching. If you liked, please give a thumbs up down below, leave a comment and say your social so I can give you a follow back, and I hope you have a fantastic week.
I'll sing until my lungs give out. You're beautiful. Put you